Hello, welcome to Kevlar's Quest, the Modern Life podcast. I'm Kevin Ijezie. Today's quest is if you want love, pay in the right currency. If you want love, pay in the right currency. Now, in my last quest, I told ladies that they should be able to learn the game of love by learning how men think. Now, let me tell you something that sounds deep, but is actually pretty simple. It starts with a story, a parable. Parables are like little stories with big meanings. They are not meant to be explained word for word. They are meant to make you think. Now, this one I want to talk about is about Jesus and a coin. So, Jesus is in a marketplace and some religious guys come up to him explaining about taxes. They say, why should we pay? It's unfair. It's like worshipping idols. Jesus doesn't argue. He just asks, how do you pay your taxes? They show him a coin. He looks at it and says, whose face is on this? They say Caesar's. And Jesus replies, then give to Caesar what belongs to Caesar and give to God what belongs to God. Now, what does that have to do with relationships? Actually, it has a lot to do with relationships. There's a very good comparison of parables and relationship, especially this particular one. And what Jesus said, he said, give to Caesar what belongs to Caesar and give to God what belongs to God. Think of it like this. Everyone has their own kind of emotional currency. Not money, but the kind of love and attention that they value. If you want your relationship to work, you've got to pay your partner in the currency they understand. Men have their coin, women have theirs. Men usually want things like respect, admiration, and physical affection. That's their coin. Women usually want things like attention, emotional connection, and feeling safe. That's their coin. But here's the problem. People often give what they want, not what the other person wants. So the love doesn't land. Men give women what they want. Women give men what women want. And then they are both confused when the other person isn't happy. Sometimes one person doesn't even have the right coin to give, or they do, but they don't want to give it. They say things like, if you loved me, you wouldn't make me pay, or what I'm giving should be enough. But imagine saying that to the government when you owe taxes. You don't tell the judge that maybe if you go before a judge, you tell the judge something like, I shouldn't have to pay. Just being me should be enough. That wouldn't work. Same thing in relationships. You don't get to decide what your partner should want. You have to give them what they actually value. Let's make this real with texting. How do men flirt? They send nudes. But most women don't want that. So why do men do it? Because they want nudes in return. They think this is valuable to me, so she will like it. But it's not her coin. Now flip it. How do women flirt? They send pictures of their food, their hair, or their clothes. Men don't care about that stuff. But women send it because they want connection. They want the guy to think of them and stay emotionally close. That's their coin. So both sides are trying, but they are not paying they are paying in the wrong currency. If you want love to work, you have got to give your partner what they want. Not what you think should be enough. Not what you wish that they wanted, but what they actually want. Men, give your women affection and emotional connection. Women, give your men physical intimacy, respect, and admiration. Now, I hear guys say, she left me for a broke guy. How does that make sense? Maybe it's not about money. Maybe that guy gave her emotional connection, something she valued more than cash. And I hear women say, he only wants me for sex. Isn't that shallow? Maybe not. Maybe he's just being a man. If he's straight, he's going to be attracted to your body. That's normal. The question is, do you want to be the one he's thinking about, or do you want someone else to play that role? It's your choice. But either way, that desire isn't going away. If you want to be the best part of his day, pay him in his coin. Now some people say, but that goes against my values. And that's totally fair if it goes against your values. You don't have to do anything that goes against your beliefs. But you don't also expect others to change their currency to match yours. That's like trying to pay for a burger in the US with Nigerian Naira or a hug. It's not going to work. If your values require commitment before intimacy, then date in places where that's the norm, like your church or mosques. That's where your currency is accepted. But in the wider world, you've got to deal with what people actually want. You don't get to decide what's valuable to someone else. They are the ones that will decide. And when couples don't pay each other in the right currency, things start to fall apart. One person feels like they are giving and not getting anything back. That leads to resentment, emotional distance, arguments, and even cheating. It's not complicated. If you want love to work, give your partner what they want, not just what you want to give. That's how we do business with each other. And that's not shallow, it's smart and respectful. So remember, if you want love to last, give it in the way that the other person feels it, as in really feels it and appreciates it, if you want your love to last. Okay, that's our quest for today. Please subscribe, like, and share. Someone out there needs to hear this message, maybe someone like you. Let's spread strength and clarity to those navigating this journey. We'll talk more in future episodes. Let me know your thoughts. Thanks for listening and take care.